Hey, it's time for record time with Chris, and this is not a record, but I'll tell you what it is later. Perhaps you recognize it, maybe you don't, but I'll get into that. But I want to talk about a record first. So there's April 21st, Ghostbath will be releasing their next album. It's called Star Mourner, and it's a really nice double album. Let me show you the package because it's very, very cool. First off, awesome cover, and if you're not familiar with Ghostbath, that's actually a pretty good description, I think, of the music. It's dark and pretty, but there's a sinisterness to it. I mean, they're a black metal band, but their music is especially atmospheric, and they have all these different sonic worlds that they take you to. You've got the some stuff's a little heavy, but there are other times when you just get that really slow, dreamy rock with just these beautiful, beautiful harmonized guitar melodies over the top. Really, really complicated. And honestly, I think that kind of stuff's just gorgeous. I know my wife would say I'm insane, but I think that's beautiful. But there's also like much quieter moments where it's more sparse. It's a very lot of creativity went into this album, and it's a big success. If you like this sort of thing, you're gonna love this album, especially because it gives you a lot to look at while you're listening. So like I said, beautiful front cover, nice back cover here. And what they've done is the records are not packed inside the normal pockets. They are inserted inside the gatefold because, well, they're in these nice heavy cardboard sleeves in there. And let me show you. Also, so let's look at the inside of the gatefold first. So some really nice paintings here. And then similar artwork is on it's on both of the record jackets, and this one has the credits. Now there are multiple colored variants of this album. What I'm going to show you here, this is the purple variant. There are 300 of these, and only available at independent record stores, independent CD stores. Well, I've got one, so maybe it's $2.99 left. I don't know, but the regular retail version is blue. I haven't seen that yet. And you might want to check Nuclear Blast's website because they might have some additional colors there just for the label. All right, another record that caught my ear this week. This was released just last weekend. I think it was March 10th. No, March 3rd. March 3rd. It's a spoken word album, spoken word over kind of like freak folk or like John Fahey type stuff. Here, let me hold up the cover. It's David Greenberger. He's reading some stuff which I'll explain in a second, and then Glenn Jones and Chris Corsano are providing the music. They're improvising it, I believe. So my favorite zine of the 90s that wasn't really about music was called The Duplex Planet. And it took its name because David Greenberger was, I think he was maybe the activities director or had a job at the Duplex Planet nursing home. And he started collecting stories and poems and artwork from the residents, and he would publish them. And it was, it's just fascinating in a way that he was always really respectful. But I think throughout the series, he caught the whole scope of what elderly people are like, their sense of humor, the perspective that they get from just being alive 70 or 80 years. You get a sense in some of them, it's sort of sad where maybe people's minds aren't quite as sharp as they used to be. It's a double 10-inch, and it comes with this great, this nice little insert, which does tell you it credits everybody whose words are used in there. You get their name. I just dropped the download card, but there is one, which is good for me because the copy I bought has 2 sets of record 1. So I've got double side 3 and 4, and no, I'm missing record 1. I got 2 of record 2. But here you can see some of the artwork there, and I want to give you a little taste of it also, just to get a sense of what it sounds like. So hold on.
It didn't touch our house. It went right around our house. But the trees went down, and I went down the road, and there was a woman. She was crippled, and she was hollering, "Help!" And there was wires all around, and she couldn't get out. So I told her to stay put. It was just terrible. I mean, I never seen anything like it. The roofs blew off. The trees was uprooted. I took pictures, but they didn't come out too good.
Yeah, see what I mean? It's just great. One last note, David, if you happen to come across this review, just want to let you know that I've got your Jefferson Airplane record. I bought it at a used record store in Boston, probably Second Coming Records in Cambridge. I think that's what the sticker looks like. So get in touch through Bull Moose if you want your record back. Maybe you regret selling off your collection in the 90s like a lot of other people did. And the last thing I want to mention, no, it's not even the last thing I want to mention. I'll get to that in a second. Okay, so this thing, this is called a Buddha machine, and it was created by a Chinese kind of ambient experimental electronic duo called FM3. And let's see, turn it on. I have a hard time getting it to come on. I'll fiddle with it a bit here. There we go. Now this has on it eight loops of Philip Glass recordings, and you've got obviously vocal, just the choir. There's one with a bunch with piano. There's one with organ somewhere in here. There we are. And I guess you could use it as like a meditation aid or something maybe to mask noise if you work in a noisy office. Somebody's moving stuff around upstairs from me, and so I get a lot of noise here today. I hope it hasn't come through. Anyway, the last thing I just want to mention that Life After Death by the Notorious B.I.G. was a Record Store Day 2014 release. That was on clear vinyl. But what I want to mention, here's the old Record Store Day one right there, is that it's going to be available again on black vinyl like any day now, any second. So if you're looking for one, let your local store know, or however you get your music, let them know that you want it. If you missed it out on it, or you are the kind of person who needs the clear and the black. But I seem to recall that it sold out immediately, and it might have actually been the first big hip-hop reissue on a Record Store Day. So maybe it was before 2014, or maybe it was a different, well, anyhow, now's your chance to get it. Thank you for watching, and I'll have some other music to share with you some other time soon. See you around.